Hi there friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz, my company is Hello From Liz Mathews, and I am so excited to see you again today. It is Sunday, October 1st. I don't know how that happened. I can't wrap my head around it, but hello spooky season, welcome October, here we are. I have been trying to film this episode number 73 this is my third day now. I like to film on Fridays. I've gotten myself in a Friday filming routine that's working really well, and I really like having that schedule and routine built into my week. But I mentioned on Instagram, I feel like this episode has been doomed. I don't know what's happening, but better late than never. It is Sunday. You're a couple days late, but I didn't want to let too much time go by. Next week is going to be super busy, so I figured better late than never. So here we are. I hope that you have had a really good weekend. Everything that I mentioned, including my membership, how to contact me, my website, my shop, everything is going to be in the description box below. You shouldn't need to take any notes or stop your stitching while watching this video. If there's anything I mentioned that you want to see, like what did she say? What was she referencing? How do you spell that? It will be listed below in the description box. I go back and watch my video chronologically so you can scroll through that way and see anything that you might want to find. I suspect this is going to be a bit of a shorty episode for you today, but lots of times I say that and we end up with quite long ones. But it's Sunday, you are busy, everybody's got a lot of stuff going on, so I will have you on your way soon enough. I have a bit of Hello From Liz Mathews news for you, then we're going to go through a finish, some WIPS, and then I have some knitting chit chat and haul to talk to you about. I know that's not everybody's thing, so I'll let you know when I get to that area, and if you want to just scoot off to the next video, no problems. I'll see you next time, but I'll give you a warning for that. So as far as Hello From Liz Mathews news goes, it's really all about scheduling. This week is crazy, as I mentioned, so we need to talk about what next week looks like as far as filming and some special edition videos that you're going to see pop up on my channel. So first off, next Friday, October 6th, I've got my notes here, I will not be doing a traditional YouTube video because I will be in New York at Hobby House attending the Primitive Needle Arts Primer Retreat. I am a teacher there along with my mom, and Friday is the last day of the retreat, so you won't have my regular chit chat, let me show things off to you video. But I do have a video scheduled to be posted on Friday, so you will still see my face and there'll still be that sense of routine, and I'm really excited about this video because it is going to be my Jingle Ball special edition video. Jingle Ball is it's probably something you've heard about if you've been in the cross stitch community longer than a year. If not, this might be new to you and you definitely want this on your radar. It is a virtual event that is open to everybody worldwide. Anybody can attend. You buy a ticket to the Jingle Ball. It's a 3-day event the first weekend in December, December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. It is fantastic. 12 designers team up to bring festivities to the Jingle Ball event, which is hosted by Stephanie of Lindy Stitches, excuse me. And there are meet and greets with the 12 teachers, which I am honored to be one of the 12 designers, not teachers. See, this is where I start messing up and I'm like, oh, should we restart? Nope, we're not restarting. I am honored to be one of the 12 designers included in the Jingle Ball this year. From the 12 of us, you will have meet and greets, you will have classes being offered, online workshops, and also special storefronts and opportunities to buy exclusive designs to the Jingle Ball. So it's a really, really fun event, and I'm going to give you all the details in next Friday's video, Friday the 6th, special edition video I was telling you about. Not only will you get all the Jingle Ball details, but you'll also get a preview of the 2 different classes that I am offering for Jingle Ball this year. I have got some really, what I feel are special projects that I want to tell you all about, so you can kind of mull over if you think it's something that you would like to participate and get a ticket to during the Jingle Ball. So more details to come, but I'm going to link everything Jingle Ball related below because it's going to be so good and I don't want you to miss it. So be sure to check that out. At this point, there's not much to do for the Jingle Ball besides clear your calendar for December 1st through the 3rd and scope out the classes. Right now, all the classes that will be offered have been listed, so you can preview them and see if there's anything you'd like to take to participate in. So that's all there. So that was the longest way around telling you next Friday will be a special edition YouTube video where I chat about my 2 projects. Okay? And then, as I mentioned, I am going to be in New York at the Hobby House Primitive Needle Arts Primer Retreat from Wednesday until Friday this coming week. And because Hobby House has been on my bucket list of shops to go to, and I am so excited to see their collection of shops. I think it's Hobby House Woolworks, Hobby House Quilting, Hobby House Needle Arts now, and just attend this retreat in general. I plan on coming back with a special edition YouTube video recap sometime next week. I don't know when, but you can look for that. I just want to share all of the excitement with you, and this is a good one. So I want to just give you all the details and recap with you. So you can look for that coming. Date TBD. I think that's really all I wanted to tell you. Again, it was all scheduling and that's it. So we're gonna cruise right along. I need to show you something I received in the mail and then we're getting into whips and finishes. Look at this card that found its way to my mailbox. Any guesses who this might be from? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This is made by the one and only Nicole Spore. I have started following Nicole. She is a paper crafter, a quilter, a cross stitcher on YouTube, on Instagram, on all social media. You need to be following her. She is so encouraging and just has built this great sense of community within the stitching community. You definitely don't want to miss her floss tubes. And also, I'm like mesmerized by this card as I'm staring at it. She does a lot of paper crafting videos, which I've gone down a rabbit hole. I've ordered some things. I have no business getting into a new hobby or a new craft, but here I am. So I thought Christmas was a good time to dive into the card making paper craft world. So I have a haul that I haven't even been able to touch. Maybe I'll share that with you because I am feeling all sorts of creative and give me all the hobbies, give me all the crafts, give me all the creativity lately. And Nicole is partly to blame for that. So Nicole, thank you so much for sending this to me. She is so good and talented. I just love this, the little details. Isn't that fantastic? So I just have to show off this beauty and send you all over to say hi to Nicole and enjoy her content because it is so good and I certainly do. So just a little bit of literal happy mail. Okay, so I have a finish for you. It is not an FFO, it is just a finish stitching piece. Any guesses what that might be? It is the memento piece I am doing with my friend Liz of Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. She and I took a girls trip. When was that? Dates are all kind of a blur to me at this point. She and I did a girls trip to Arizona to visit the Attic, which is a cross-stitch shop. And when we were there, we both picked up this design from Ink Circles. It's called Arranging Cacti. And because we both picked it up and started it, do we both start it in Arizona? I don't know. We both picked it up in Arizona. It reminds me of our trip. It became a very special piece to me, a bit of a memento piece. And I decided I wanted to turn my stitching into an ornament. So we talked about this in my previous 2 videos, so I'm not gonna give you all the details, but in the most basic synopsis, I decided to stitch this piece on 46 count linen because the Attic is known for having super tiny, adorable, as Kia would call them, Cheez-It models on 56 count, and everything, I don't know about you, I find everything more adorable in miniature. So while I was there, I picked up some 46 count fox and rabbit linen. This is Duxbury, and it was my first time stitching on 46 count. Spoiler, I love it. It's been great. It's the limit of how small I can see. Like, I couldn't go any higher count. So I started stitching this when I was in Arizona. I stitched it on the plane, and it was a very quick stitch. But when I realized I wanted to turn this into more of a sentimental memento piece, I decided that I was only going to stitch half of it. So you can see I did from the cactus over, and I omitted half of the design to make it more ornament size. Like, look how small this is. This is so cute. So I did get all of my stitching finished, and in the last video I told you, in order to just up the sentimental feelings around this piece, that I was going to customize it with something about my girls trip with Liz. So I charted like 5 or 6 ways to personalize, because Liz said she wanted to do the same thing. She has hers finished. You have to go check out her social media to see her finished piece as well. But I chose, I didn't tell you which one I was gonna choose. Did anybody guess this? Let me show you, and then we'll chit chat about it a little more. There it is. So it says Arizona 2023 LMLB. That is my and Liz's initials. So I just think it turned out so cute. I, of course, chose a very backstitchy, it's entirely backstitch, personalization, wow, words, not starting over. And I love how it turned out. So at this point, I need to figure out how I am going to fully finish this object and turn it into an FFO. I don't suspect that will be in the near future because I am super slammed right now. But by Christmas, this will be fully finished and hanging on my tree. So this piece, I mentioned it before, has a ton of mistakes. It has color substitutions. I just kind of went rogue on this a little bit, but I love it, and I think that's totally fine. So there it is up close. Oh, I just think this is so cute. My favorite color is that pale blue in the cactus, and I think this just turned out so sweetly. So more on this later as I FFO it and hang it on the tree. But again, that is Arranging Cacti by Ink Circles. From here, I have just a few WIPs, no more finishes, and nothing that's like made great progress. I do have one new start for you. I'm not going to tell you too many details about this. They're all details that pertain to the Hello From Liz Mathews membership. So this is something that membership subscribers will see come out around October 15th. Mum's the word beyond that, but it's a new start for me, and I did this using sulky thread. So I am currently reviewing some products in my membership. That's a feature that I have within the membership. I love reviewing products and like chatting with friends and telling you how I feel about them. And here's a little spoiler, sulky thread is one of the things I am reviewing right now. So I did get a little start on this morning, not much. I just wanted to get my needle going on it. So there's a little sneak peek. It's a little Quaker motif. You will hear more about that in the future, but it is something that I have been stitching on. This is Picture This plus Vellum 36 count linen. So just a tiny little start, but they are stitches, so I'm sharing it. In addition to that, let's see. I started something else. This is going to be super annoying. I started something else in this color combo also for the membership and possibly having to do with this. Look at this shade of linen. This is Muted Sedona by Fiber on a Whim. I have been sitting on this for about a year now, and it is gorgeous. This is just the perfect, it's a monochromatic piece, and I have made some good progress on it. I can't show you, but this is the color combination, and I've been working on that. I am feeling the vibrant color fabrics lately, which is very new for me. I feel like I'm late to the game, and it's just been kind of a natural progression from neutrals to vibrant colors, and I love them. So just another fun example. You will see more about that come October 15th as well. I have one more whip. Like, this is gonna be a little shorty video. Oh, I meant to tell you, I didn't do any like life update in this video. It's because life has become purely just work, which is fine. I'm so happy for it, but there's not much to say beyond that. I had a lovely visit with my dad and Eva. They were here for 2 nights. The last Friday, I was filming before the storm came, that's right, and they were coming to town. It was so nice to spend a little bit of time with them. We played Monopoly. Dad and I went to Tractor Supply Co., one of our favorite shops to go to together. We went to a little orchard and got apple cider slushies. So good. If you ever have the opportunity to try one, so refreshing and so delicious. But I mention this because I'm looking down and I see his stocking. I was able to show Dad his stocking when he was here. We didn't get a picture. I never snap pictures. I don't know. I need to do that more often. But I did get to show him his stocking. He said he loves the progress. No more progress has been made, but I did get to share that with him. So that was fun. But I only have one more whip beyond what I showed you. And this is my Dimensions Gold Christmas Village ornament. I picked this pattern up at my LNS, and then I came home and I was chatting with friends about it on Instagram and discovered that Amazon has this for $20, which is like the best deal ever. So I know Liz and Kia picked it up. Kia started stitching one, I believe. I don't know if Liz has started, but if you want a really festive, good deal of a stitch, an ornament that can still be done in time for Christmas, this might be just the ticket for you. My Amazon storefront is linked in the description of this video, so I have put this in my storefront if you want to pick one up for you. Aren't they so sweet? At my LNS, they have the models hanging on the wall, and seeing them in person was just so, it was so good. It changes everything. So I was like, hey, do you have that model? They did. I bought it. I'm a happy girl. So I put a couple more stitches. Let me get my board ready. I put a couple more stitches into the tree farm. That is the piece that I am starting with. Not too much, but progress is progress. Can you see that there? I have a long way to go, but this should be a pretty quick stitch once I can really get cracking on it. It's been like, work has been the priority. That's just the way it is. And I haven't been able to do a lot of stitching just for me. But once I do have that time available again, I think this will come together really quickly. I've been putting off the like gorgeous pastel sky for the end. I think that will be the most fun part. And I'm also really excited to put those trees in. So I am doing the middle one, the tree farm. So I'm cruising, but not very fast. It's a slow roll really, but I will get there. And that is all of my cross stitch whips for the last week plus 2, 9 days. I do have a little bit of progress on my knitting. Knitting has been really fun because it's the only hobby I have that like I can be watching TV with Joe and not have to concentrate on counting. Like I clearly can't quilt while watching TV with Joe or in bed. Stitching's a little hard because I will inevitably get off somewhere and then I just spend all my time ripping out. But knitting has been really good for me. So I've made some progress on the 2 pieces that I showed you before. Let's see if I can be any better about showing it off. Let me see. Is this where I want to? Yeah, okay, we'll talk knitting. I wanted to make sure I didn't leave anything else off. So the first knitting WIP I have, and if this is not your thing, I'll see you in the next video, no problem. This will just be really quick. The first knitting pattern I have is the Elementary Wrap from Purl Soho. It is a free pattern, and it is, all right, let's see here. I'm gonna pause you. Okay. Thank you. I just needed a break to see if I could pull this off and be a little less flustered and a little more put together. So this is the Elemental Wrap from Purl Soho. It is a free pattern on their website, and it is the most basic knit ever. It's just a knit stitch on one side, a purl stitch on the other, and you do that stitch with a fancy edge until you reach 75 inches in length. This will be a long-term project for me. I'm new, I'm not quick, but it's perfect for, like I said, just hanging out with Joe and knitting. So it's rolling, which I learned through your comments, thank you very much, that I will block this when I'm done and get rid of some of that roll. But you can see I've made some good progress. I just love this color. It's a fingering weight yarn, so it's very fine. I still have on my list of things to do to get better about this and learn what to show and how to show it. But anyway, progress is being made. I'm knitting it on circular needles, and yeah, I'll give you a close-up and then I'll show you my next. We might end up omitting all knitting stuff from future videos. I like sharing it with you because, you know, I'm a creative and it's just another creative outlet for me that makes me happy, but maybe this isn't going to be a permanent addition. Well, it's certainly going to be cut short because I don't know where my striped hat bag was. I thought I brought it out here, but I didn't. So maybe you're off the hook for that one, and I will just show you next time. Hopefully, again, I have things figured out a little bit better. I do plan on bringing some knitting in the car with me when Mom and I leave on Wednesday. I didn't even really chat with you about the Hobby House retreat too much, but we are leaving Wednesday. And we are driving to Pittsburgh, New York. It's about 6 hours. So we'll leave in the morning, you know, like semi-leisurely get up there for the meet and greet in the evening. And then we are taking 2 days on the drive home because we want to go to Niagara Falls. It's about an hour west of Hobby House, so we're gonna make the trip over there. I have never been to Niagara Falls. I've always wanted to go. Mom says it's gorgeous. She's been. So we are gonna make the trip over there, and then we have about 2 days to get home, to drive home, which should be totally doable. I'm sure that we will hit some antique shops. I want to do some leaf peeking, and it's just going to be a fun time. So I'm super looking forward to it. And I hope to bring a knitting project in the car. I don't think I can stitch in the car. It's just a little bit too dainty, but I think knitting will be perfect. And in addition to the 2 scarves that I have already cast on, I got another free pattern. Let me see. I found it on Ravelry. It's a free hat pattern. Looks like that. I'll link it below. And it says it's easy. It's marked as easy. So I'm excited to do something not, where is it? Not scarf and in the round. And I picked up some yarn at the yarn shop, which is right next to the stitching post. Okay, trips to my LNS have just like gotten far more exciting because now I get to do my LNS, yay, and also go next door to a yarn store. Far more exciting is not the wrong word. I think the right word is far more dangerous for my budget. So the trips will no doubt become a little bit longer, maybe more full day, which I am not mad about. Like happiness, right next door to each other. Anyway, Mom and I had to go to the LNS to pick up her trunk show on Friday, and I popped next door ever so quickly, definitely not enough time there, and picked up this yarn for that hat. It's bulky. It's considered a super bulky weight, and my hope is that I can master this hat or a hat of this style so that I can make some Christmas gifts. I don't know. That might be ambitious considering it's October. I always, like, why don't I start on Christmas gifts in April, in May? That would be the smart thing to do. But maybe I can make some Christmas gifts if this hat turns out well. It is a Malabrigo Super Bulky Rasta in Azul Profundo. So it's pretty true. It's kind of really dark and has patches of brighter blue. I thought it would look good with my eyes, so that's what I did. We'll see if that comes together, and we'll see if I continue sharing my knitting. Who knows? There's so many crafts, so little time. I want to share it all with you. It's like when you get into something and you want to tell your friend all about it and you hope that they get into it too. A little bit of that is happening here. So anyway, I think this video is going to be a case of done is better than perfect. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that and just go easy on myself. So anyway, happy Sunday. Look for that special edition Jingle Ball video to be posted on Friday, as well as a special edition Hobby House video coming. Can't wait to share all of that with you. So it will be here soon. Take care. Happy Sunday. Bye.